So here's a new beginning for the video, because the very first portion of this video that I tried to record, and all I got a picture of was the kitchen sink. So we'll try again. We'll now aim it at the box. There's all this stuff came in, and it's been very kindly sent from one of our viewers, who we've dealt with one or two things and repairs before. So very kind of him, and thank you very much. He knows who that is. So now we'll move on to what came out of this box, which will be featured during the course of next year. And I'm also going to say, I'd put all these on the side of the kitchen sink, and I've now put something else on the side of the kitchen sink. So I'll just move the camera over to that. Yes, the Sunday video is going to be with some vintage camera equipment. We've probably got the best camera that I own to the right, the Sony HVC 3000 Trinicon tube camera. And so we're going to record, but we're going to start off with I'm going to do some Christmas carols, but the very first one is going to be done with one of our black and white cameras. So there you go. So that's our forthcoming attraction for Christmas Day. So we've got a Binatone Long Ranger 40, which has lost its aerial. Now, we may be able to find a Binatone Long Ranger 6, which has an intact aerial. So there's a possibility with that. But because they don't take an external mic, it's pretty useless if you can't actually have an aerial on it. They do with the external aerial socket, but without an external mic you can't do much with it if it doesn't have an aerial. So that's still a possible useful set. We've got a DNT-M40 followed by a DNT-M40 followed by the late version of the Kerno Beta 1100, which is the PR2794 version. So that's still UK channels, but it's under the later legislation, so it won't have high-low power. That's a Donita under PR2794, so again it's UK channels. Cihppie CE approved. What's what is this? Another of those Donitas. And Kerno Beta 1100, the earlier 2781 version. So they're all on the same set of channels, but they're under different legislation. So that's our little tower of 6 sets, the hand portable, and the Fidelity CB 3000 base station. So very useful set of freebies, and those will all be appearing. You see, we've got one of these in our cupboard, haven't we, connected to the PA system on all the time. I'll just go over to the cupboard just to remind you all. There's ours. It's just connected to a loft aerial, out of the way, and connected up to the background music system. So, you know, these things which may have got no knobs, they still can form a useful item. So there we go. So thanks very much to the person who knows who it is. It's always nice to have these little bits which add some content to the channel. We're going to go into town, into Grantham, which is 7.5 miles away, and we'll have a look at some Christmas lights, and we'll have the CB on in the car, and I don't expect anybody to be on. So over to that. So I thought we'd do a bit of a video as we go towards Grantham. We don't normally go in this direction. So Mr. Cihppie's driving, and we've got the CB on channel 19. So we're on Manthorpe Road as we're going to Grantham, and I just thought we'll see what houses have got lights. Oh, that's a ridiculous amount. Yes, there's going to be one or two. Oh, the CB said something. been working on a CB radio. Midland 3001 came in, but unfortunately, I don't expect the owner knew this, but it's previously been scrapped and parts have been ripped out of it, breaking the printed circuit board. I don't know we're going to get anywhere with it, but I keep battling on in little 10-minute bursts. But as you'll appreciate, it's busy for me as a church organist at this time of year. Christmas Day, we're going to do some silly carols from the organ in the chapel, and we're going to use black and white video camera from the about 1979 just to make it unwatchable for you all. Ooh, we've got the map on.
Petrol check at Jet.
Yeah, we can do a petrol check tonight at the.
It's not Jet anymore.
Yeah, the petrol station that used to be Jet. This is.
St Wolfram's.
Yeah. Oh, that's St Wolfram's Church. If you can get that out of the gloom, tallest spire of a parish church in Britain. So the petrol station at the Shell petrol station on Manthorpe Road is 141.8 for 141.9 for petrol and 151.9 for diesel. If I can actually read the thing. Past the King's School, which dates back to about 14 something or other. So we'll rejoin the video when we get... I tell you what, we'll drive past the nobody in.
We're going better off going that way.
Oh, you're not going up the bar, there's nobody in now?
No.
Right, okay. As we pass the nobody in, we'll still...
Because if we go past St Peter's Hill, there's lots of lights there on your side. If we go the other way...
Right, yeah.
Come back past some nobody in it.
Oh, there's Lidl. Oh, some illuminations. How exciting. It's what they spend our rates money on.
Probably second-hand ones from Blackpool.
Second-hand ones from Wigan. Because it'd be too tight to buy Blackpool ones. We get stuck behind a bus. And bus means double decker. It's a bit like the town hall out of Back to the Future, isn't it? So we hook something up to the clock and see if the Nissan Leaf will do something if we put something into the flux capacitor. And that's about it for this road. Interference from Watkins. So we're on Westgate now, as Mr. Cihppie was saying before I cut him off. And we've got to look for the shop with the giant shovel, dustpan. Which I tried to point out when we did that road trip to pick the video recorder up from wherever we went for the video recorder.
It's there, isn't it, on that white building?
Got you, yeah. So can you all see on this white building on the right, they've got this, it used to be a hardware shop, and there's that giant shovel. Bit of fun. So we're now in the marketplace. The market cross is there. Don't know what made it so angry.
There's a wonky Christmas tree.
And it's a bit wonky, yeah.
That's it, really.
Whilst Mr. Cihppie's in Lidl, Let's see what happens if we press the scan button on the CB. Oh, it does. That's the wrong button. It was just talking on 19 from quite a distance. I think he's one of the people Nottingham way that we can hear from the house 7.7 miles from here. So I reckon he is at Nottingham, which is 30 miles from here. I don't think he's doing 4 watts. Perhaps you'll get a knock at the door for Christmas. Right, we go back to 19. Out of Lidl, we're just coming up to the Nobody Inn, as the pub is called. That's usually well lit, and in better weather there's always people sat outside. I don't know what they're honking at. The building opposite, just beyond those right-hand traffic lights, which is a health spa, where you can have pebbles put on your back for about 60 quid for some reason. It used to be, that was where Mrs. Thatcher, the former female Prime Minister, was born. Her dad had that shop. That's your bit of fame, because this town is where Sir Isaac Newton came from. On the left we've got Asda, and for overseas viewers, this at one point was owned by Walmart, but they don't own it anymore. Oh, there's the petrol station at just 138.7 and 148.7. That's certainly a good deal today. We're at Aldi, and oh, there's the police car going down the road. A few more lights as we're in the car park. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Keep going there for an ice cream, and they go, machine's not working. So Mr. Cihppie says, do you actually have an ice cream machine? No, it's broken. Well, when are you getting it fixed? Next year. Oh, right, okay. So anyone wanting an ice cream at KFC Grantham, the ice cream machine isn't going to happen. So now I've put the camera on. The bloke we were listening to earlier, who was a bit clearer here, because we're a bit nearer to Nottingham, isn't there. So there's one or two as we come out of Grantham back towards Tango Towers. One or two on Harrowby Lane.
Quite long this one here, aren't they?
Yeah. Mr. Cihppie?
I think that's it for this.
No? Okay.
No, none of the industrial estate usually.
Don't you think they're only on the industrial estate? No. Right. There's a chip shop on this industrial estate, folks, and it has... Ooh. Well, that didn't... I'm glad I was recording this. That could have been a nasty accident. There's a chip shop just here as we go around the corner, and you wouldn't believe how limited their opening hours are. Now, they're right on the edge of this industrial estate, and wouldn't you think that they'd be open every day at lunchtime? But no, they're not. So we're going to bring this to a close, and as we drive past the fish and chip shop, are they actually open today? And you know what? Alma Park Fish Bar is actually open. Wow. go through the village of Barkston, which is 4 miles from Tango Towers. We're going past the petrol station, just so we can see it's 141.9 and 152.9. So that's another petrol station under our belt today. To finish off this video, there's 1 or 2 houses down here.
Won't say where it is.
Oh, actually, usually quite well lit, and it's not going to be an exception. If we got 2 or 3, you can go down that bit. No, I don't think there is anything down that bit.
No, that's it.
No, there's 2 today. Is that one over there? No, it's just reflections. So I'm going to try and get another CB video out, but it is difficult time-wise. So we're going to do some carols on the organ. I know most of you aren't going to be interested, but there might be 2 of you that are interested, and we'll be doing it on a very vintage video camera in black and white. That's fun, isn't it? Yeah, you can all turn off. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.